day everyone, welcome to Grade 10 Science lesson, and I'm your teacher, Ma'am Rowena Padapat. In the previous lesson, you have learned about electromagnetic spectrum. You gained an understanding of the different electromagnetic waves and their benefits. You learned that electromagnetic waves consist of radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. One of the most common among these electromagnetic waves is the visible light. Today, we will discuss one of the properties of light, the reflection of light. Have you experienced looking at yourself in the mirror? You will find the answer to this question as you go through understanding about the laws of reflection. But before we start, our objective for today's lesson is to investigate the reflection properties of light using plane mirrors. When a ray of light strikes a mirror, light from the object bounces back those rays of light to our eyes, and this phenomenon is known as reflection or reflection of light. So what is reflection? Reflection is the bouncing off of light rays when it hits a surface like a plane mirror. To learn more about the reflection of light in plane mirrors, here are some important terms that you need to understand first. Incident ray, the ray of light approaching the mirror represented by an arrow approaching an optical element like mirrors. Point of incidence, the point at which the incident ray strikes the mirror. Normal line, an imaginary line that can be drawn perpendicular to the surface of the mirror at the point of incidence where the ray strikes the mirror. Reflected ray, the ray of light which leaves the mirror and is represented by an arrow pointing away from the mirror. Angle of incidence, the angle which the incident ray makes with a normal line. Angle of reflection, the angle which the reflected ray makes with a normal line. The reflection of light on plane mirrors follows the two laws of reflection. 1. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. 2. The incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Now, to apply your knowledge about the laws of reflection, let's try this activity entitled Mirror, Mirror on the Paper. The objectives are: 1. Investigate the path that light takes when it is reflected. 2. Draw the path of a light ray as it reflects on the mirror. The materials to be used are rectangular plane mirror, ruler, protractor, pencil, piece of clay, laser pointer, or other light sources. Here are the procedures that you should follow. Number 1. Put the mirror on the line labeled mirror and the diagram. You can stick a piece of clay on the base of the mirror so it could stand as on its own. Number 2. Shine the laser pointer along the path of the arrowed line labeled incident rays. Number 3. Use your ruler to draw the path of the reflected ray and label it. Number 4. Use a protractor to measure the angle of incidence and angle of reflection of each light ray. And lastly, write the results of the experiment on the table. This activity can be seen in your Quarter 2, Module 6. I hope you learned and enjoyed our lesson. Again, I am Ma'am Rowena Padapat. See you in our next lesson.